want you to get most controversial batch season 15.
I started right when I was 5.
We on this side, nigga.
Yo,
What's
that's
up?
Pull up.
You think you can make a hook? I'm like, hell yeah.
All right, we're back. Ham motherfucking radio.
Yeah.
03 Greedo. Did I say that right? First of all, I fuck up a lot of names.
No, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Gre-
You did good.
Had,
03 Greedo.
do people ever say it a different way?
No.
Okay, perfect.
What'd you go by
Got it.
before? I saw it.
Greedy Giddy.
Where'd the 03 come from?
It got a lot of different meanings, but it's just about turning negative to a positive. When I was one, my daddy died when he was 30, and I didn't want to be 30 and, like, you feel me, dead or in jail. So it's a play on that. Then I'm also from 103rd and Grape Street, you feel me? So it's a way to just say where I'm from, what street I'm from, without making it like some gangbang type of shit.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're 30 now, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So you made it.
Right.
How does that feel like to not really picture yourself living to that age and then like now being there and as like successful as you are now?
It feels like you know, a lot of people trying to figure out what they're living for. I've been figured out what I'm living for, but to actually accomplish what you know you're here for, that's is a great satisfaction. A lot of people still trying to figure it out, older than me. So
You've been doing it for a minute, right? You started rapping at like what, 12 or something?
Mm-hmm.
What did 12-year-old Greedo sound like?
Young but gangster shit. Cause I was listening to like Hot Boys and like Cash Money. Then I watched Rough Riders, how they wave, Rockefeller. I was always listening to Snoop's albums, but other than that, I wasn't really listening to a lot of people on the West Coast. Just wasn't my taste. I listen to people in the Bay, but when you say West Coast music, it's like kind of like you talking about LA music. So, well, just where I'm from, that's how we was picturing it. But
Damn, so growing up and watching, you weren't really fucking with listening to LA artists?
No. We be listening to like, you know, I don't know if people think like we be wearing like khakis and chucks.
Back
And
then in
like
the 90s, huh?
riding lowriders, that's not what we on. We on some different ways. We was wearing Jabos and Soldieries, which is Reebok glasses, G Nikes, which is Air Force Ones. We was really just imitating the Hot Boys because that was like ghetto fabulous. That was Project Glamour.
What year was that?
Shit, I guess the 90s. I don't know.
Yeah.
Shit.
So you know what's interesting to me, because I'm 36 and I listen to, you know what I'm saying, rap in the 90s. And this thing I realized is that in the 90s, almost all the rappers were Crips. What happened that, and now in the late 2000s, it's like hell of them are Bloods. I feel like back then the only Blood rapper was Quick.
All right. I mean, I think that after a while, people need change. So that's why, like, eventually Blood just became popular. And then the best rapper out was a Blood. So it's like, why wouldn't the most cool, you know, he's the coolest guy around. Our only role models is like rappers.
Who's that?
And basketball players. That's Lil Wayne.
Oh, okay.
So once that wave's kind of died down musically, then the influence changes. And then people are bored. Now you got a whole new set of kids that are out just went to prom or just, you know, in middle school or elementary. That's who's asking their parents to buy this. You feel me? So that's who I'm marketing. You know, like maybe like late elementary and up. That's my fan base. Just from there and up. But I got that way just knowing like it's just about influence. It's about influence. So now like one who they're saying is the best rapper, like at least out of the area that I'm from, happens to be a Crip, but then he's not a traditional Crip. I wear a purple rag, that's me. But I wear a purple rag and not a blue rag, you know what I mean? So now it's like, damn, that's kind of mysterious. Then you find out, you know, it's some in Japan, it's some in Memphis, it's some in Atlanta, and it's like, huh? So it's just like, it's more interesting to people. Like, they wonder what's going on, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, there hasn't been someone from my area yet, and not just Grape Street, but just from my area yet that could voice the opinion in a way where people could understand it better, you feel me? Who got some intelligence behind it, you feel me? So it's just like people need change. So for a while, I just got in at a lucky time where Crip is kind of coming back. You got Nipsey Hussle just dropped his project. You got G Perico just signed a big deal. It's just
when I was a kid, like you said, I was like, you know, a suburban kid, elementary, junior high. It was all like Crip rappers, and you wanted to be that shit, you know, because it was Snoop, everybody was. But yeah, it is coming back now.
Do you feel like Ganko Tronero is like almost used as like fashion? Because I feel like there's a lot of kids
No, I
out there.
don't feel like it's almost used as fashion. I feel like it is used as fashion.
Yeah.
But it's still some real game banging going on out
Oh,
here.
for sure.
So just get it understood. You'll still get what you want. You feel me out here? It's a dangerous place. It's not safe out here. So.
And you mentioned Nipsey. I read that you said Nipsey's like a really big influence on you.
Yeah, he we talk on the phone like a lot. At least like whenever I need some advice, he definitely give it to me. If I'm wilding, he'll kick back and wait. Like, yeah, let me see. And then when I fix it up, he's like, okay. But he just when we've recorded music, we got certain songs, but we just looking for something that's gonna have a big impact on the community because we both two like young entrepreneurs that's like kind of like teaching something behind our ignorance or what people think is ignorance.
Yeah, I love that.
But I'm just speaking our language. My peoples ain't. Everybody I know, they ain't got the deal, so they still doing the same project shit. You feel me?
Yeah, I love that y'all are turning a negative into a positive. You see Nipsey's doing like in South Central, he's creating like an incubator for young entrepreneurs.
Oh, dope.
Like how they do in Silicon Valley.
Yeah. That's awesome.
It's really tight.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it's super cool.
You also produce, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. What came first, rapping or producing?
I always rap, but I didn't drop no project before I made beats. So ever since I've ever had a project, when I was Greedy Giddy, I produced all of it.
Oh, dope.
I produced all of it, but it'd be like 26 songs.
I love it, man. Your shit's like your productions. It's like gangster beats, but like experimental.
Yeah.
It's like hella weird gangster beats.
Yeah, cause I grew up like So my dad died when I was 1. So my older sister is 10 years older than me, and then my older brother is 5 years older than me. So my sister went to private school. She was a girl. Then my brother went to public school, but he kept messing up. So my mom like, man, she don't know about that. So she tried a little bit of everything. But I was still messing up and getting kicked out eventually when I didn't want to go to these private schools and shit.
Right.
But I'd go to certain schools where they was playing like Killers, My Chemical Romance, Blink-182, Gym Class Heroes, Maroon 5. So you don't want to be...
You talk about Gym Class Heroes and Blink-182. I love all that shit.
Yeah, you don't want to not be in the conversation. And then it was actually good music. It was some of that shit that I just wouldn't fuck with. You feel me? Because I was still listening to street music every day. But I would still give time, to listen to that. Sometimes I just like, as a businessman, I got 2 labels. I got German Gang, which is more like for the streets, and it's mainly gonna be producers I signed to it. But Golden Grenade, I kind of want that to be big, like a big old empire. So I'm not really focused on signing rappers to it. You know what I'm saying? So I have my ear open for other things, but just like the melodies of like Phil Collins or Sting from the Police and stuff, like that's kind of how my hooks are and my beats, melodies are kind of like without the 808, it would be like a whole another type of beat. Yeah. Like if I gave that loop to a producer that does like EDM or like that real emo shit, they gonna tweak it all the way into that. But yeah, I think I just like put. It's called creep music, but I kind of put like gangster drum patterns with 808 drums, like that's kind of like the southern or the trap drums, but in a pattern where it's not like trap music. It's kind of like, damn, it's like some when you hear Never Been, it's like, whoa, this sound like I'm mobbing on them.
Right,
nigga.
and then it just hits like, oh,
what?
shit, okay.
Like, damn.
Yeah.
So the creep music is just like it's a type of music that I'm the inventor of it, at least putting a title on it. And there's other people that make music that's creep music and shit.
Like who?
I don't want to say that because they're gonna be like, oh.
For sure, I feel you.
When it comes to producers, who's like, because I know you said you want to assign producers to that one label. What are you looking for, and like who's like inspirational to you as a producer? Because I know you named a bunch of rapper inspirations, but
for real, Rick Rubin, as a producer. High Tech was hard.
Oh shit, yeah.
Let me see who else was hard. Oh, the Heat Makers that did all Dipset. Who was that? The Runners was hard when they had their round with all them little voices on their
Right.
beats. Who's real hard? Zaytoven, of course. Cassius J, Metro, of course. London on the track. Manny Fresh, of course.
I think Manny Fresh was really ahead of his time.
Yeah.
Like back then in the early 2000s, those beats he was making, they were fucking super ahead of his time.
Yeah.
Like even like
He did a
real-
good job of like taking what was like popping in that area and turning it into like a, you know, like a commercial rap song.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Another thing I read about you that was interesting. So you started off battle rapping?
Yeah. Well, when I was the age that I was, when I came out, like they had Smack DVDs and they had Poster Boy on Freestyle Friday on BT. And,
I remember that.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
So were you?
How do you
were
feel about
doing, like,
those were the battles where you rap on a beat, right?
No,
No.
It
Smack
could be
Little
on
shit
the
when
beat. It could be on the phone.
Which one
Yeah.
do you prefer? On you say on the phone?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I heard once. So Sway and Tech, back before it was a web show, and they used to be on 92.3 The Beat. Corrupt was in the studio.
Yeah.
And then this dude named Graphics, who was like a rapper from the IE that would call in and freestyle on the Wake Up Show all the time. He called in and like to talk to Corrupt, and he goes, "Yo, I'm a big fan." He goes like, "Corrupt, I want to battle you." And Corrupt battled this man while he was on the phone at the radio station.
Yeah.
Corrupt really be freestyling.
Yeah, I really be freestyling. A lot of my hit songs are freestyles.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and not even no freestyle, like, oh, I let it play for a while. Like, when I got a song on Wolf of Grace Street called Substance, and it's a straight up R&B, like, you know, like ballad, but it's about drugs. Or it makes you wonder, is it about drugs or is it about love? But I freestyled it. So it has a whole concept to it, and I'm making punchlines off of what I hear in the beat. It's just like, yeah, I started out battle rapping. That's why it's so easy to freestyle or just come up with things so quick. I make like 14 songs a night.
Jesus Christ!
But
14
lately it's
songs.
been slowing down because I've been going out of town. So in New York I did like six a night. But I got this CD called 5 Nights in New York that I just recorded. I don't be like having no scrap songs or nothing. But I did 15 songs in New York. I was there for 5 days. So. And then I got another one called God Level where I freestyled 9 songs after I just was feeling it one day, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go back to freestyling some of my music.
What do you prefer, freestyling or writing?
Yeah, you gotta do both because sometimes the melodies is just more natural. Damn, my phone going crazy. Sometimes the melodies is more natural when you freestyling and you come up with some shit that you didn't know you had in you. But as opposed to writing, it's like you only can use the melodies you already know are in there. I got a big old memory, man. I got like a how some people got a photographic memory. It's like that with sound with me. So
Yeah.
Oh, dope. And then
I like that you said substance. How it's like you don't know if it's about drugs or about love. Smokey Robinson's Agony and Ecstasy. That's because it's supposed to be about love. But I listen to it, I'm like, this could be about drugs. So I like that. How it's like it can be either or.
right.
is it easier to write the songs that you produce yourself? Because I feel like you're like actually crafting like where drops are and like changes.
It's
and
not
shit.
easier, but because regardless, I'm gonna write the song fast as fuck.
Yeah, that's
But,
crazy.
It's just more soulful.
Yeah,
When it's on my beat, it's a bigger connection. It's a bigger like whoa. Like it's more mind blowing. You feel me? The other shit, it just kind of shows my versatility and shows like, oh, he could do that, he could do that. And some producers make beats that I can't think of in my head. So yeah.
when you were freestyling, were you living out here at that time?
When you mean when I was battling?
Like, yeah, just I was wondering if you ever like freestyled at Project Blowed out here.
No, but I remember I went to that before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's like a legendary.
You know,
LA,
Snoop
like,
Dogg's gonna blow
Yeah, yeah.
freestyle like
the Bloodians. They were known for. They were just have like it was just like very
in
big
Lamert Park
like,
on like
yeah.
42nd and Lamert.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's tight.
I used to just go to jail a lot though, so every time it was like some type of scene, I always messed up like my position.
You were just talking about when you dropped in that project that you were just saying you
The
just
5 Nights in New York.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know the order of them. I got like so much unreleased music. I got over 1,000 unreleased songs from 2018. So
Damn. Shit. And then you're on Alamo right now, right?
yes,
And then what's the process like with releasing shit? Do they?
I could drop shit every other month, and then I could drop like smaller little singles and shit. I'm gonna drop shit back to back. I'm finna try to do something that kind of like the mixtape Wheezy effect was. And it's not really just because I need some money or something. I just want to prove I want people that make music to go a little further.
Yeah.
You feel me? Push a little harder, make this a little more exciting. Not saying that it's boring or anything. It's not. I listen to music every day, but I just want to raise the bar. They're definitely saying that I did that with the first, tape that I dropped or whatever, the album. Some people call it a tape. Some people call it album. I guess it's so serious to them they have to call it that.
What's the difference? Like
I heard they don't really call it the tape or album no more. It's just a project. It's just like shit. You generate cash off streams. You feel me? It's different, but shit.
Because you still sell mixtapes, right? That shit still goes on iTunes, right? Mixtapes, tapes.
I don't know.
I don't
My
know,
shit for
people-
sale.
Yeah.
It is.
Cause I remember at first everyone was putting mixtapes on Dat Piff, but I guess that's like
That been over with.
Yeah, now it's just like
I've charged for everything I've ever dropped. So shit, I've already gotten my fans into buying it. So shit.
That's tight.
We over 2 million streams on most of them projects.
yeah?
So
oh,
shit.
dope.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
Back when you were going to the private schools and the public schools, and you're listening to The Killers and Gym Class Heroes, would you listen to that shit at home too?
Yeah, all that shit. But really, when you wake up and you're ready for school,
Mr.
You
Brightside
trying
got
to-
you going and shit.
yeah.
That's really dope.
That's crazy.
Oh
Would-
yeah.
would you ever
when
be in a
you
band?
When you wake, no, at one point I wanted to, but that's the point of me having this label where I'm gonna sign shit like that, but not now. But no, I used to wake up and in the morning I'll turn back and forth from MTV to VH1 and watch the morning videos, and then it wouldn't be black songs the whole time or whatever.
Right.
And then when I used to be in jail a lot, not prison, but when I used to be in jail and Wakeside a lot, you wake up for your visit, and they'll be playing videos off VH1. So you'll just be getting ready, feeling certain shit. You feel me?
Yo, with your melodies, you could really do some like cool power pop band type shit.
That'd be
Oh
dope.
yeah, I would make songs like that, but to have a band just really not maybe, I don't know. It depends on how my mind is when I really keep traveling. I haven't listened to rap all day. Oh no, my girl played a little bit of rap, but we was listening to like fucking K-Rock.
Oh,
yeah.
dope. Is there a band right now that you're fucking with? Or a song?
I'm just now tuning back into that song right now, so I just been listening today like damn, it's some hot shit. So I'm gonna zoom in right now again just to like juice my melodies back up
Yeah.
and to just I'm about to get back onto just making most of my beats because it'll be a lot of headaches with producers and stuff.
What's the biggest issue with working with other producers?
Just how they gonna split the money, and then the sample
that's
clearance
shit.
is an issue too. And then sometimes people sneak and sample stuff and don't tell you.
Oh, really? So
just
shit will get released and then you'll get hit with like a cease and desist kind of shit?
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome shit.
That's fucked
Have you
up.
listened to K-Rock lately?
Honestly, no.
They play hella throwbacks, dude. It's like emo night. It's like old
really?
Fallback Boy, all that.
I was
old
hating
Green
on
Day.
Spotify for a while, and then their suggested playlists,
Yeah, Spotify's
they're fucking killing it, dude. Like,
They got a lot of variety on those stations. I'm trying to think. I was thinking about that in the car. Like, damn, why they shorthanding the hip hop world? Because they like got maybe like 8 songs in rotation,
Yeah.
like at the most on the hip hop channels. But on that, like I've heard a few songs again. But then when I heard them again, I wanted to hear them again because they played so many other songs.
Yeah, hip hop radio is horrible. Wait, you just got love from the radio, right? They called you. You were one of the West Coast. I saw some shit.
on what?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Was it an article?
You gotta say.
What
He's like, they say that every day, dog.
no, it was like Power 106.
Oh, you didn't
They
say
were like-
nothing. You
was
just
like-
talking about. They said.
It was like Power 106.
Did you hear that? What?
It was. I swear it was like on Power 106. It was like the upcoming like the West Coast All Stars coming up. Yeah, I might be tripping, but I'm
Oh yeah. There's a lot of things like that. Maybe some people say that. I really don't like to be called no West Coast artist. They don't. I'm just an artist. You feel me? I'm just tight. Okay, stop that. Stop putting me in some box. I'm not saying y'all said it, but it's like they don't be saying that about these other people. They don't say the up north Drake. You feel me?
Yeah.
true.
They don't. You know what I'm saying?
You think it's just because?
It's just
you're from
like because they
Washington, like,
no. It's just because
LA.
they don't treat California right in the rap game because we ain't never got that far. We'll have a buzz, blah blah blah. They be treating us like the little step kids. You feel me?
Well, and it's been like that since the 90s. Because I
true,
remember
yeah.
the big thing was like in New York, they would never play LA hip hop, but we play hella New York hip hop in LA.
I feel like that's always been a thing with LA. Like, everyone's very like, man, fuck LA. But honestly, everybody from out here just doesn't give a fuck about anybody else. It's just like, whatever.
You lived in St. Louis for a while too.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go get me a house out there, but St. Louis is dangerous. It's all fucked up. But just as I'm gonna go out there and give me some good energy. I really believe in like going places and going and chilling in a certain environment and just charging up. So shit, I know I got a lot of good memories there from when my grandfather was alive and shit.
Yeah.
When his brother was alive, my Uncle Frank. So
Did you ever see the movie Trespass with Ice-T and Ice Cube?
no.
Oh, I took place in St. Louis. That's tight.
Oh, yeah,
What's it about?
I mean, I was just excited because Ice-T and Ice Cube in the same movie. It was about them trying to find like this buried money in an abandoned building. It's a pretty crazy movie.
We'll have
takes
to
place
check
in
it
St.
out.
Louis. Yeah.
Okay. Tight. So you have that project coming out. Is there anything you want to push?
You got hella projects coming out.
Well, you got like 3,000 songs in the vault.
I got a Project T-Pain with League of Stars, the production team.
Oh wow.
Oh man, that makes a lot of sense.
How did that come about?
Everybody already kind of knew me, but I was kind of like just a street dude that was around rappers back in the day. And I always rapped, but it was just like nobody was looking for me for features or like to go record. But I got that. I got No Free features with me and Mike Free. I got Greedo Got Wings with me and Cardo Got Wings. I got Buy Sell Trade gonna be my debut big album. I got God Level, which is that freestyle album. I got 5 Nights in NY. I got Boot Season, which was my Christmas album I was gonna drop last year, but I had to clear a sample on one song, so I pushed it back to this year.
Oh, you're gonna drop it this Christmas?
And I'm gonna probably update it a little bit and scrap certain shit that I feel don't fit, but I'm
What's
gonna let
that
some
like?
time
Christmas
pass.
album?
It's just about like snow. It's about like it's all like Christmas metaphors, but it's not like ding ding ding.
Yeah.
It's not that. But it's definitely a Christmas album.
Oh, you're gonna do a project with Larry June too, yeah?
Yeah. We just was saying that. We just was saying that the other day. Oh, he in here? What's the deal, my boy? We just was saying that like 2 days ago. That shit gonna be hard as hell.
That's gonna be real hard.
Yeah, I got hella shit. Oh yeah, I got a project with Draco.
Oh, dope.
Oh yeah.
I think after the reaction of that single with me and Young Tio on the Wolf of Gray Street, that will probably cook up a SOBRB drummer gang little situation. I got some upcoming music with Mozzie. A lot of music with Man Savage from Atlanta.
Oh, dope.
Oh, I like Man Savage.
Yeah, we had him on the show a
We've had-
while ago.
Besides this, we like throw shows, like warehouse shows. We've had Man Savage.
Right.
He's always real cool.
Yeah.
We got damn near a project going, but we make so much songs together. You're always gonna see me. That we hang out every day.
Okay.
But me and Fat Man Key, we working on the
Oh,
album.
dope.
Mhm.
It's gonna be
Damn,
a
so
big
you're
ass
steady
year for
working.
you.
That's crazy. You could literally
I gotta
drop
go to the
something
studio
every
after
month.
this.
Damn.
I gotta go pick up my girl and then go to the studio.
Dope. Well, we really appreciate you coming through, man, and thank you.
I'm like really excited for all your projects
Yeah.
this year, like for real.
They all gonna sound very different. You
That's
feel
dope.
me? I might do another Wolf on Halloween just so they can really get the sound of creep music.
Yeah.
But the weather gotta change for me really to be able to make them dark beats. I don't know. I'm gonna start filming like how I really am, like in the studio or when I'm making beats, or like how I am in real life. I'm like into like I ain't like picking up twigs and sticking it in my dress or nothing, but like I'm into like nature and shit, like animals and shit, like
Are you gonna start vlogging?
the wonders of the world. Oh fuck
You
that.
go hiking and shit.
No, hell no, I ain't finna hike. I got a fucking fake leg. But no, like I'm into like when I go to Atlanta, this is what I mean. Like the trees are bigger than out here. They got different kind of buildings. And then when I go to New York, I don't have much musical inspiration from New York because it's hard to get around and just like let my brain go crazy because I got ADHD. So I keep fucking with this little shit. But when I go to certain places like Atlanta and St. Louis, I like just get a new vibe. Like I got about when I did like 5 sessions in Atlanta, and that ended up being like 63 songs. Damn. But it was just like, oh man, that shit, the beats, the fucking vibe, the just, I could rap more. Like the only reason I'm not like barring shit up is because the beats that I be having access to don't really let me go all the way crazy. But I ran into these producers like EXO and Chase the Money and what's that dude, Blessed, that did Relationship for Young Thug and Future. And what's that one kid? Oh, and Digital Nas. So them four, we just been going like crazy on some futuristic type new music, new like hip hop. If you couldn't fuck with it type shit, like
Right.
like oh, you want to say this dude ain't lyrical, but he is, but it's catchy enough to where the mumble rappers is feeling it, but then it's street enough for the streets. But then the melodies is like good, like better than melodies you get from an R&B person. Then it sound kind of like I'm white on the hooks. Like, yeah, these walls can spit bars. All of their songs be this hard. It's like, what the fuck? Like, you feel me? It's almost weird, but it's cool enough. Like, I pulled it off, so.
I like that. Yo, you know what you should check out? Have you heard of Joshua Tree?
No.
It's this area about an hour and a half from here, and it's like this really beautiful desert,
Yeah.
and like there's these huge red rocks everywhere, and it's supposed to have like weird energy there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there's a place called the.
Is it weird good or weird bad? I ain't
Weird
trying
good.
to go get tricked
No,
out.
weird good. Although
Come back with my eyes
they
wide
say, like,
open.
aliens visit.
Is that the place where you can?
Yeah.
It's like the anti-gravity shit. There's like a spot where you can lean
Yeah, I
forward.
went to that sound
Yeah,
bath
right.
meditation thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think you would dig the vibe, and I think you'd feel like a creative energy from it. Joshua
Nah,
Tree, it's like the
listen
middle of
here.
nowhere type of shit.
You trying to skip past that shit. So the
Nah,
nigga
you
do
like
what?
it, bro. You like it. It's like the nature and shit's crazy. Like this huge.
They trying to sweep that under. Like, yeah. He said the wrong thing anyway, but yeah. Wrap this up. Yeah, I see. Let's stay away from that then. No, I might check it out. I just found out what that Niagara Falls was in New York, so next time I go there.
Ooh,
I'll
I'd
see
like to
what's
see
that
that
looking
too.
like.
I still have never been there.
See, I really like nature too, and I'm like scared to hike because I'm scared of mountain lions.
Yeah, I'm scared of heights.
Yeah, but I like being in like nature's places. Like I
It smell good as fuck.
Yeah, or I went by the
You
ocean.
can like breathe.
Yeah, I went to the beach and just like even seeing like this large body of water, I don't know, it just makes me feel like right sized. Because you know sometimes you like be so much in your head that you feel like everything revolves around you. If I'm at like the big ass ocean, I'm like, oh, I feel like small, like I don't control everything.
Right.
So I'm having like
Yeah, that's
really
dope.
spiritual experiences when I'm in nature.
Hell yeah, you got to get away. It's just so much bullshit on my phone, fool. Like, you know when you like, hey man, I heard this. Hey, you heard this? Hey man, look at this. Hey man, can I borrow some money? Hey man, hey man, hey man, hey man, hey, is you? Oh, you acting like that? You acting like that though? Oh, that's what you doing? Oh, I see you with your little bitch. All that. It's just like,
It's a lot.
I want to go to that same body of water. You can just throw this motherfucker, but I got so much business to handle.
You gotta have that second just business.
I be really don't if I don't have nothing on my schedule to do for work, I be keeping my phone on the charger and going outside. Like,
Yeah,
That's smart.
I ain't got
It's
time for
important.
it. You gotta get some tomorrow ain't promised for some of us, so you gotta get some me time in. Shit, I've been walking around with no shoes and socks. You know what I'm saying? Right in my little Wolf Gucci flip flops. What? Let me feel this shit. I ain't never did this. You know what I'm saying? Got to live life. Fuck all that. Nah, I'm fucking with y'all. That's good.
Dope. Thank you, man. Check out the 20 projects coming out this month.